one time, well, it depends what kind of frustration. If when I have a question and it's really frustrating me, then I would raise my hand. But I probably wouldn't get to that point, because if I had a question at all, I would probably just raise my hand. And writing is just all frustration.
When I have frustration with stuff, like at my house, I just go into my room, sit on my beanbag, and just wait until I feel like going back out again. And then when at school, what I do is I ask the teacher for help, or I just sit there and calm myself down.
And when I answer and I don't really get the subject, and I'm like, oh, I don't really get it, and I just put a random answer, I don't really feel smart about it.
And I don't feel smart when I get a problem wrong. I say a word wrong way. I can't read something. I'm not able to write something down. I'm not able to do the math.
Feel smart most of the times. Never ever felt smart in my whole life, I think. Yeah, that's right.
Frustration can show up in so many different ways for learners. So it can look like giving up, it can look like anger, it can look like tears and crying. When we have kids who are sort of hit that point of frustration, I feel like my job as a teacher isn't about teaching that skill anymore. It's really about the emotional teaching of how do you work through that frustration.
I actually just had a conversation with a new student today about frustration, and he thought it wasn't okay to feel frustration. And it's important for them to understand that feeling frustration is okay, and it's really a part of growth, and it's a part of learning, but it's how you deal with the frustration that is so important in terms of taking those next steps of a growth
frustration is a
mindset.
natural
If a child reaches frustration, it's because I've given
those
that child
frustrations that are going to occur as you are getting higher and higher in the level of learning. So once they
all too often
accept that and they begin to embrace it,
quick
then you will see
solution and move on from the problem instead of trying to endure, trying to ask colleagues for help, trying to collaborate with others, trying to really critically think their way through it. So students need to be able to
I necessarily trying to craft my solutions so that we're on the edge of what children know and gradually push them toward new information versus allowing frustration.
ourselves and help kids understand what's happening in the brain when it's learning, I think we unlock a lot of potential.
There could have been a dramatic event that happened right before my class that I don't even know about.
I find that our kids who struggle all the time know how to work through frustration. It's our kids whose school has been easy for, especially in third grade, where it's sometimes the first time they've ever felt frustration. And it's scary, and it's the exciting moment of learning, because they're finally feeling, okay, what is this feeling and what do I need to do with it? And I teach them that shows, if you can hit that point, that shows me as a teacher that I'm doing something right. And now I want to teach you what to do when you have that.
No, there is a student who came mid-year last year who definitely came from a negative kind of learning space. And our class already had kind of like a growth mindset culture, and I don't think he's ever been taught anything like that. So I just noticed when he starts making mistakes, he would yell loudly, kind of put his head down and like give up. I remember just kneeling to that student, just saying, hey, this is, why are you upset? And he will tell me like, this is really hard, even though he did most of it. It was like one or two things at the end that he wasn't sure what they meant, and I had to kind of explain to him like, oh, well, that's okay, we have a list of strategies. Let's use one of your strategies first. They had experiences in the past where they felt when they failed, they were bad, they were a failure, some type of despair almost that makes them stop. So sometimes when students are frustrated, I'll guide them through it as like I'm the scaffold. And then when I do another lesson, I will know that student will struggle, so I'll be preemptive to talk to that student about it before we do it, and then kind of challenge the student. I'm going to say, let's see if this time you can get to this point without my scaffold. And if you absolutely can't do it, raise your hand, and I will come by and be your scaffold again. So I want to challenge the student to be able to start kind of weaning me away so that they can persevere.
Yeah, frustration happens for everybody, and I just know that I'm going to get through it eventually. It's just something that's really hard, and I just need to try to persevere. And if I am really stuck and I really can't do it, then I ask for help. I advocate for myself.
Frustration, if you're mad, you should just calm down, because it's not going to help to be mad at yourself for not knowing it, because that's not going to do anything.
So frustration is a big thing for me. I get frustrated all the time. I have meltdowns. I get mad about learning. I get mad about my life. And I really my friends help me go through frustration. They tell me it'll be okay. It's just one part of your life. There's a whole big thing of life, and this is just